Hello everyone, good morning. It's so beautiful and sunny here, but it's also really frosty here in the UK this morning. Yeah, I've had quite a lot of stuff coming up because I've been doing a course from the Way of Mastery website that's run by a man called JM, and I'm sure quite a few other people as well. It's called the Aramaic Beatitudes. When I first read it, I thought it said Beatitudes, because that's kind of what it is to me. It's basically a way of being that is learning to be who you are and connect with who you are through the breath, which is basically apparently how Yeshua taught when he was around on the planet. And yeah, it's really, because every part of this prayer, even though it's in the Bible, it's in the New Testament. To be honest with you, I haven't even looked. I haven't even checked how it comes out in the New Testament, because it's gone through so many filters to get there, and it's lost its resonance. It's lost what it originally was. So it's kind of like an energetic. The energy is coming through, like anything that any form of healing. It has a resonance, and that resonance affects you. So it affects how you feel, and it brings to the surface qualities that you've held on to, and they're almost, these qualities almost have like a weight, a density to them. So what it does is it brings those things up for you to instead of trying to reject them and push them away, you bring them up for you to welcome them in through the breath. And this is what love does. I really love this course, and one of the things I've noticed about it is that the number 3 is coming up a lot for me. I'm not really sure what number 3 is, but the actual prayer is written in such a way that it's in 3 triads. So it's 3 kind of lots of 3. And the third lesson for me was very interesting, because I have a lot of issues coming up with masculine and feminine, and male and female, and sexuality, and I've asked Yeshua questions about why we choose to come in to this world as either a man or a woman. And Yeshua answered, but also it confuses me, because it's kind of, it all sounds the same. So I call it oneness, because it's just easier to explain that it is Yeshua, but it's everyone who's in God answering as well. So it's all beings who are here with me, all ascended masters, all beings who are joined with me, and helping me on this journey in this incarnation. Anyway, to get back to the point of the male and the female, I've noticed that somewhere in my mind I think that men are better than women. For me, if a woman tells me something, it's like a competitive thing. If a woman tells me what to do or how to do it, I see it as some kind of competition. It's like a trigger for me. And I find myself kind of having an argument in my head, and I'm the type of person that doesn't really like being told what to do anyway. I don't like to follow instructions. I like to do it myself. And this is a very real trigger for me. But if a man tells me what to do, or a man is in charge of something, or is some kind of authority figure, that seems to be okay for me somehow. And so I ask what it is, you know, what is that? Why do I why do I choose male over female? What is it about what I perceive to be masculine energy or male energy as being better somehow than female? And my instantaneous feeling with that, my inner spirit, my higher self, or whatever you want to call it, is saying that because it's something in me that is lacking in terms of, or thinks it lacks, because we never are actually lacking, it's just our perception. There's something in me that thinks it lacks in God something that's masculine. So instead of, I come as a woman to this earth to the extent that I think that the masculine is lacking. So if to experience union as a woman with a man, so I'm kind of calling the masculine energy to me to make myself whole in a sexual way, which is basically what everything is. Everything is sexual, because everything is, when you come here, you turn it yourself and other beings into a separate thing. And when you look at them, you see them as being separate, but actually we're all the same. We're the same. It's one soul, it's one being, it's one life, it's one, all of it is one. But somehow, because we think we're lacking, we separate everything off. And I don't know how it works exactly, but it feels like there's work to be done in terms of incorporating what I see as those masculine qualities in me, and embracing that side of myself, instead of pushing it away. I'm just going to connect with the breath, because this is one way we always connect with Source. And instantaneously I can feel a wave of a pulse coming from the top of my head all the way down the back of my neck, my shoulders, my arms, and into my hands. And then it kind of stops here, and I think it stops here. I think there are blockages. But then it goes down my hips, my knees, my legs, to my feet. And immediately I feel like I'm not just a body, because I'm connecting with something that's not external to my body, but something that's internal and is not the feelings inside my body. It's something that's coming from source. It's coming from the source of me, and this is the wholeness. If you invite this feeling in through your breath constantly and consistently, this is what Yeshua is asking us to do. If you invite it in, take a deep breath. We connect with something other than the world of thoughts and thinking. So as I've chosen to come here as a woman, my understanding and restrictions of what that is in this life are here to be healed, because the essence of feminine, divine feminine, is not strong in my life. I was only thinking last night and saying to my husband, I don't have really any strong women, and I'm not attracted to it. I'm not attracted to what I see as being strength. And that, I think, is because I have an idea in my head of what I think divine feminine or completeness or oneness, and feminine is part of that, because divine masculine and divine feminine, when they're together, it becomes complete, it becomes whole. They're two aspects of the same thing, different sides of the coin, if you like, and they complete each other. And for me, I come to experience this life as a woman so I can take on the masculine in me. I can experience the masculine in a positive way, in a joining way, because I've chosen to be a woman. The way that I'm connecting to men is through joining, through the sexual way, because I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite sex. So I'm kind of experiencing that part of me. I think that is it's very difficult for me, very, very difficult. And yeah, connecting with the breath for a minute. I'm just going to ask Yeshua what it is that that chooses. Where do we choose what we come here as? I'm just going to breathe for a little bit and see if I can get a clearer idea, a clearer picture. We see separate parts, male, female, man, woman. We do not see that we are complete already. And to the extent that we don't see that that is complete in us, in God, we come back as that. What is not complete, what is not healed, is what we choose to come back to. And we repeat this same cycle over and over again, choosing to come back as man or woman, in that we think this aspect of ourself is not complete, it's not whole in God. We have ideas of what man is, of what woman is. These are just concepts. It's not who you really are. In reality, you are here with me. You are one with everyone and everything. What started out as a game became something serious, like a child playing a game, laughing and joking. You choose to see only man or woman instead of the whole of what you are. Every single one of you is man and woman, complete in God. In reality, there is no such thing as man or woman. Man or woman is an idea in your head, and when you have these ideas, they manifest. And what a beautiful manifestation. But you create unlike God, and you think that this body that you've created is who you are. And to the extent that you think it's who you are, you create masculine or feminine, short, tall, fat or thin, according to your idea of what you lack in God, which is where you are, in wholeness and completeness and infinity. The body is a limitation, but it can be used for your benefit. Through the body, you can bring together all that is love, and connect. When we unify in our thinking, we are complete in God. What we feel and what we are on the inside becomes externalized. And that has a frequency. And the more you bring what you truly are to this external world that you've created, where you think you are, the more people see that and they recognize that in you. They don't see man, woman, child, dog, cat, tall, fat, thin, tired, hungry. They see God in you as love. Join with me now. Where you truly are in God. You are not man, woman, short hair, long hair. These are ideas. Ideas in your holy mind that have come to fruition and manifested how you wanted them to be when you played your game. And you play your game over and over and over again. Again and again, you come back as male or female according to that which you feel you lack. The essence of divine feminine. Is all that is in God. The essence of divine masculine is all in God. All is whole and all is complete where you are now, in this moment. Join with it now. In love, abundance, joy, beauty, all that is. When you attach to the concept of I am Anna, I am women, you limit yourself. You are God. You are one. Connect with this frequency to bring it to this external world where you think you are. Breathe, brothers and sisters of the light. Learn to connect with God in this way. I am here with you when you do this. Feel where you are. You are not your body. Your body is a very useful device for showing your brothers and sisters who you really are. Connect here with me often. I love you. We are love. Thank you, Yeshua. I think that's quite a good answer. That's a good enough answer for me anyway. Okay, I hope that is useful to you all. Thank you. Bye.